Do you ever wonder what is intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number? The traditional beliefs, customs, and stories of a community. A community not part of the mainstream, unconventional, peripheral, or extreme. Part of an anthology, a published collection of poems or other pieces of writing. This is Esoteric Lore. I'm your host, Edward Aponte, where I push you to ponder the fringes of folklore. Welcome to Esoteric Lore, where we explore the unseen currents shaping our world from ancient temples to modern trading floors. Today's episode, the astrologers of the stock market, the star readers who claim to see financial storms before they strike. Imagine the opening bell of the New York Stock Exchange not as a mechanical clang, but as a cosmic gong resonating through the heavens. There are people who believe it truly is. They call themselves financial astrologers, practitioners of what's sometimes called astroeconomics. They look not to quarterly reports or GDP forecasts, but to Jupiter's retrograde, Saturn's conjunction, and the rhythm of eclipses across the zodiac. Their premise is simple but radical. Markets are not just mathematical systems, they are expressions of collective human mood. And if human mood is influenced by cosmic cycles, then perhaps so are the markets we create. The roots of financial astrology run deep. In the 1930s, a woman named Lois McWhirter charted the movements of the moon's north node and claimed to forecast the economic tides of America. Her book, Astrology and Stock Market Forecasting, became a secret favorite among a few daring traders. Then came W.D. Gann, part mathematician, part mystic. He mapped geometry, time cycles, and planetary positions to predict market highs and lows. His method remained legendary, inspiring countless traders who believe markets mirror the heavens. Even today, whispers of these traditions linger in trading circles. From private newsletters to boutique funds like the Astrologers Fund, which openly blends planetary insight with portfolio management. Here's how it works, at least in theory. Step 1, birth the market. An astrologer casts a natal chart for an exchange, says. The New York Stock Exchange, founded May 17, 1792, or for a company's IPO's date, the moment its first stock trade occurs. Once you have the birth of the market, step 2, watch the transits. They track how current planets move across that natal chart. when Saturn opposes a market's natal sun, or when Rahu, the north node, crosses a sensitive point. Those alignments, they claim, often precede market turbulence. Step number 3, identify the window. They overlay these transits on historical crashes. Did Jupiter square coincide with the 1929 collapse? Was an eclipse near the same degree in 2008? If these patterns repeat, they sound that alarm. Some forecast narrow windows of danger. April 2025, for instance, has already been highlighted by several astroanalysts as a time when Rahu and Jupiter stars combinations could trigger volatility. Others foresee larger cycles, the century of rhythm that echoes 1929 and 2025 alike. Skeptics call this pseudoscience, and they're not wrong to be cautious. There's no empirical proof that planets move markets. Yes, that fascination yet endures. Why? Because markets are as much psychological theaters as they are economic machines. Fear, greed, euphoria, all collective emotions. And astrology, whatever its scientific standing, speaks fluently to emotions. When enough people believe Saturn is bringing hard lessons, they may unconsciously trade with more restraint. When Jupiter expands, optimism swells. And so might the bubbles. In that way, financial astrology might work not because the planets cause markets to move, but because human beings move in patterns that echo the sky. You'll find many "I told you so" stories online. An Indian astrologer who warned of a crash between April 5th and 7th, 2025, later pointing to a market dip as proof. A fund predicting 2025-26 as a recession echo of 1929. But for every hit, there are countless misses, forecasts of doom that never came. Astrology offers poetry, not probability. It frames chaos in cosmic rhythm, and that's both its beauty and its danger. Even among believers, the wiser ones use astrology as a compass, not a map. They blend it with fundamental analysis, technical charts, and hard data. If Venus signals turbulence, they might simply tighten their risk or hold more cash. Others see it as a mirror for introspection, a reminder that markets, like people, breathe in cycles of expansion and contraction. The stars, in this view, do not dictate outcomes. They reflect inner and outer tides. So can astrologers predict the next crash? Probably not with scientific precision, but they may remind us of something modern finance often forgets. The markets are human stories written in numbers, and humans, in turn, are storytellers under stars. Perhaps that's why even in the age of algorithms and AI trading, some still look up at the night sky, searching not for certainty, but for pattern, rhythm, and meaning. This has been Esoteric Lore. I'm Edward, inviting you to ponder the markets not only as data, but as mirrors of our collective psyche, forever dancing between gravity and grace. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your feet firmly on the trading floor. And as always, I leave you with a poem, The Trader and the Sky. Beneath the towers of Wall Street's gleam, a man looks up, lost in a dream. Charts on his tablet, stars in his sight. He trades between shadow, number, and light. The ticker hums like cosmic drums. Jupiter turns and Saturn comes. He wonders if profit is merely disguise, or the same old longing that burns in the skies. Each market crash, a lunar phase. Each boom, a solar flare ablaze. Fear and greed, two orbiting moons, pulling the tides of fortune's tunes. He traces cycles, ancient and near, the nod of Rahu, rumor of fear. While skeptics laugh in neon bars, he finds his solace among the stars. For who can say where patterns start? In graphs of gold or in the heart? Perhaps the cosmos keeps its books in traders' eyes and lovers' looks. And when the numbers start to fall, he listens close, the cosmic call, not for gain, but for the sign that chaos and order intertwine. So when the Tao turns red once more, he'll step aside the trading floor, lift his gaze through smoke and sighs, and find his balance in the skies. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.